The portal, the new recruiting frontier. These are the new additions of the SEC. Their mission? To gain experienced new players, to seek out championships and new heights, to boldly build teams like no one has before. Welcome to the portal. This offseason, we're starting a new series to break down the entire transfer classes of each team in the SEC. I guess I can't call it a new series anymore now that we're halfway through the first run of this new series, but new because it's the first year. Well, we're going to go player by player, looking at the analytics, players' games, and their overall fit into their new team. Today, we're talking about Mississippi State. Last season saw Chris Jans take Mississippi State to the NCAA tournament. This offseason, while names like Tolu Smith are gone from Starkville, last season brought a new star in Josh Hubbard. Now, what can Jans do to build a team around Hubbard and take Mississippi State to the next level? Additionally, what can you do to save your front court after Jimmy Bill and Tolu Smith are gone? Let's take a look at the new Bulldogs. Last season, Penn State coach Mike Rhodes made a, quote, coaching decision, and Kanye Clary was kicked off the Nittany Lions basketball team. Coach Rhodes did not give a reason why he dismissed his team's leading scorer, just that it came to a point to move on. Chris Jans decided to offer Clary a new home. At 5'11 and 192 pounds, the junior guard will be playing alongside Josh Hubbard this coming year in the backcourt. Clary led the Nittany Lions with 16.7 points per game and started in 20 contests. He shot 46.2% from the field and 37.7%, yes indeed the magic number, from three-point range, while playing 29.5 minutes per game. Clary has a fast twitch that allows him to break loose from defenders. His abilities should open the floor up further for Josh Hubbard up next season and should continue to push Mississippi State's offense forward. Joining Kanye Clary in the backcourt is Claudell Harris Jr. out of Boston College. Boston may be a far ways from the South, but Harris Jr. is actually a Louisiana native and should feel right at home in Starkville. The 6'3", 190-pound guard averaged 13.7 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.1 assists last season for the Golden Eagles. Harris has been a big-time scorer since the beginning of his college career, averaging double figures since his freshman season. On the defensive end of the court, he was a middle-to-pack defender for Boston College, but his numbers do indicate a serviceable defender for State. Mississippi State also brought in two SEC veterans to this transfer class. One of those players is RJ Melendez from Georgia. Melendez comes in as a senior transfer who averaged just under 10 points a game and just over 4 rebounds per game. During Melendez's last season with Coach White, Melendez started developing into a complete player. He's increased his points per game, offensive production from his junior campaign. Additionally, Melendez is a solid player and has a solid length and defender. You likely see him fit well into Jan's system. But the biggest SEC to Mississippi State transfer this offseason was Florida's Riley Kugel. Kugel is a player that could turn into an NBA prospect at some point soon. He has the talent and he has the ability. Earlier this offseason, Kugel committed to Bill Self in Kansas, but later put his name back into the transfer portal. Now he's playing for Jans in Starkville. In his two collegiate seasons, he's averaged 9.2 points per game as a freshman and 9.9 as a sophomore. A slight dip in assists, going from 1.5 to 1 per game, and rebounds dropping from 3.5 per game to 2.8. He finished with 13 games in double figures this last year for Florida, including a season-high 25 points in a 4-point loss to Baylor. Kugel should be a key piece in Jan's plans for next season and should be one of the stars for Mississippi State out of the portal. Now, one of the biggest losses this offseason was Tolu Smith and Jimmy Bell. Mississippi State was in need of adding more size into their front court. One of the Bulldogs' additions was Michael Nwaku out of Miami. Nwaku stands 6'10 and weighs in at 245 pounds. He's a sophomore with plenty of years of eligibility remaining. Nwaku was proficient in his first season with the Hurricanes, scoring over 55% from the field. However, he played limited minutes and only averaged under 3 points a game. There's plenty of potential for growth for Nwaku, but he is only one of 2 centers State brought in. The other addition at center is Jeremy Formina from Rhode Island. He's also a sophomore transfer at the center spot. He also saw limited minutes, but put up slightly better numbers at 5.3 points per game and over 3 rebounds a night. He shot 52.5% from the field and shot 32% from 3. Between Formina and Nwaku, one of the two will have to step up their game this season and will likely replace Bell while serving as the number 2 center behind Scholl. Let's jump to the grading. This transfer class isn't going to blow anyone away, but some of the pieces were found. However, it's unlikely Mississippi State will sustain the success they've had in their front court in the last 2 seasons, especially at that number 5 spot. However, there are players on this Mississippi State team that could still make State very competitive out of this transfer class. We're giving this class a B-. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. We have more episodes of The Portal on the way, coming up very soon. Additionally, here starting in August, we start our Freshman 15 series, which goes through the top 15 freshmen coming into the SEC for next season. And then before you know it, September's going to be here, and that's, of course, when we start season previews. Oh yeah, basketball season is indeed coming up very, very soon. May still be a little bit warm outside, but I promise basketball is going to be here before you know it. So please like and subscribe and come talk basketball with us anytime. Until next time, see you soon.